Welcome back, everybody. This is going to be another week of the Mountaineer campaign. This time, I'm joined by Colt and another guest commentator. So, who is it? Who's the extra guest commentator? It's Red Bull. Everybody clap for him. Big figure in the community. Big Lebowski. There you go, Cole. I know you're. It doesn't matter since you're already in his unit.
But cute, very demure.
Yep, we got two guest commentators, so they'll handle all the busy work for me. Like getting into the roll call. So if you guys want to start the roll call, you can choose which team you want to do.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take the Union side. On the Union side, we have IVB Collector, and then Chief for 53rd. Looks like First Minnesota and 53rd are going to be separate today. On CSA, Red Bull, do you want to give that a
go? You forgot someone complex. But yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Complex too.
Yeah.
God, IVB's huge today.
So yeah. So CSA side on leading 53rd Pennsylvania, we have First MN, my bad. Teach TK, and we have leading 4th West Virginia, Corporal Bill Murray. And then for CQB, we have Captain Jam. And 51st Pennsylvania, we have Private Ambush. And it looks like we have one batteryman, and it looks like Second Lieutenant Kevin.
Interesting. So right off the bat, pretty default CSA strategy. I didn't look at the strat sketches, but I'm sure this is what they plan for. Already Union looks like they're sending an attack down the wall. You guys think it'll be successful? I mean, that's a pretty solid.
On Artie?
They did buy an artillery gun. That's all I know.
Okay. Gotcha.
I think he's supposed to have like one other person with him technically. But yeah, that Union charge got wiped out.
Yeah, interesting charge there. They might win it actually because
I think of those reinforcements coming in.
I like what EB's doing. They're just kind of they did split left. Now that those numbers could have helped that charge over there, but
yeah. In all honesty, now that I see, I totally don't see them. They probably should have been with the team.
They're
definitely.
Yeah. If you're gonna make a bold push like that right off the bat, just send everyone. Yeah, but right now they're in a pretty good position to where they can swing it to the Union left and just kind of sit on point while CSA goes to them. But they'd be pretty outnumbered. Yeah. CSA is shifting right. That's a good call there by 4th West Virginia.
Yeah, I heard Lightburn talking about it. Looks like they might try to make an attempted push to get them out of there. It's a really committed attack to go up that far. So I'll be curious to see if they do that.
Stay there and wait for them to push.
Yeah, if I was Union, I'd stay there. If I was CSA, I don't know if I'd attack it.
Wait for reinforcements. Yeah, I think CSA's pushing off to this bush.
Yeah, that cluster over there at the rocks. Yeah, they're trying to just get some good cover. Now both teams are split up a little bit, so if another major charge happens, things should be a little bit more even.
I think this is definitely attacker favored split up though, because the attackers can always, plan ahead and attack at the same time, while defenders kind of have to read and react.
Yeah, for sure.
I think CSA kind of splitting off like this only hurts them, especially since IVB is just one big company, really. I mean, 53rd only has 6-7 guys.
Yeah.
First Min's moving out.
Yeah. With MB Volunteer Swamp Fox. All right.
Honestly, I don't know if that's like good positioning that the CSA team's taking up now, because that big charge is coming in from the left side. They don't know that, but I would just stay default on corner as long as I can and shift when you need to shift. Right now, they're opening themselves up to skirmish.
On that far left.
They really should know they're there. I mean, if you don't see them on the right side,
they don't have a flex, so it doesn't give away their position very well.
Just a good rule of thumb, I think, is being in like reinforced position to be able to reinforce everywhere, especially on these low pop games. you should be able to reinforce in about 20 seconds at most.
Yeah, it looks like the 4th West Virginia, they're already going back into the fight, so that's good to see.
IVB is just taking this opportunity to get.
Oh yeah, they're going in. They're gonna go full fist. Yep. They're gonna. Yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be a fight.
Find each other first.
Yeah, they're kind of getting a little lost in there, but
IVB just taking some pop shots right now.
They're doing some damage.
Completely wiping this company.
With those reinforcements coming in,
and they might come in and save the day.
That's a lot of Union left up, though.
It's a lot of Union.
It's not looking it's looking 50-50. Yeah, it's like 60-40.
That's
I was gonna say
problem,
Union needs to get that flag up.
So they took it. That's good. That's gonna make back their ticket difference. They're almost even, and they're gonna have point control. Do you guys think it'd be wise to early cap here, or?
Oh yeah, definitely. I would early cap, but I would just hold on the stone wall. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I heard them discuss in their coordination. It seems like once they wiped them out of this cornfield, they were gonna take position in this cornfield, which I personally do not. I wouldn't suggest it because CSA can, now that they have 0 flags, they can just pull right through this cornfield and just show up right in their face.
Yeah, definitely.
CSA, but CSA.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, CSA definitely can charge through the cornfield. I do think it's better to kind of have a forward defense in this position as attackers, just because you're not going to have the best shots when they're coming down in the corn, and I like to hit them before they hit me, kind of thing. But I would definitely take the point here, just because I think CSA is going to be turtling up top, not really going to be pushing out very much.
Ooh.
So it's going to be hard to train tickets. Yeah.
One artillery gun.
Already shot there.
The last 2 he's gone off since they're so grouped up there. He's actually going to be. He's probably already paid for his cost. If he gets another 1 or 2 shells in there, he's cooking.
Yeah, really, really smart move to get artillery on Cox Push. I mean,
I don't think Union anticipated it.
It's just weird seeing only 1 guy on RD.
He had an officer with him. I just don't know where the guy went. He had one with him for a second. Here comes Chief.
I think it's a better if you have like an RD crew, like of 3.
Oh yeah.
Union going for cap now.
Yep, 53rd is gonna go ahead and cap. I think it's a good move.
I think they should have capped earlier. They should have already had about 3 minutes on cap if they had done it earlier, and that would have put more pressure on CSA. Another good cannon shot. Damn. CSA stalling, but they kind of.
Yeah. I mean, if you're CSA right here, I mean, I think you go right into the corn, especially if you see them capping, just to try and kill as much of IVB and then turn and face 53rd as possible.
Yeah, and these rocks, First Minnesota always has a calling to this rock cluster. I don't know what it is about it, but they're going out to the open field, going to the rocks. I don't know if that's going to be very helpful.
These rocks, and I don't love them. I think the right rocks are much better positionally.
They're just so far out.
Yeah.
And the entire CSA team's going to go in for an all or nothing right here, and like a quarter of their team's not present. I hope they don't all or nothing.
Yeah,
they're going to do
down the hill are very good because you're right next to point and you get decent cover. But
this is sloppy.
The way CSA, the way CSA's moving in this cornfield, it's pretty ideal, hitting the edge instead of the center. The only issue is you have 0 flags and you're kind of losing a lot of tickets by being forced into melees here.
They probably.
Ideally, I would have just waited for the full 5 minutes for those flags to despawn, conserve your tickets.
They might not care about their tickets because of cap. They might just be purposely just throwing them. And if their entire team was present, they'd probably retake. They did pretty well with what numbers they had right there.
Oh yeah, with that arty shot, knocking a lot of
Yeah.
Union down.
And Cisse
I
winning
will say
sloppy
this
too,
this
and
guy,
they still
this
did that.
single guy is getting a lot of tickets for his team. He's doing a great job. Kevin.
He just needs to airburst at the right time, and it wipes the entire line.
Absolutely. Kevin getting it done.
Cisse should have their flags back about now. Looks like they've not quite yet.
So how would you guys try to retake it? Would you try going through the corn, or would you try going through the right?
I would definitely
go
go through the
right.
corn. I personally would go through the corn again once I have my flags up, because it almost just worked. He just needed more people with him.
So, reason I say hit the right, Union's on the left. You can go far right, get on point, let Union come to you. I mean, worst comes to worst, you send like half your boys out here, draw out the Union, and then send your boys through the corn.
Yeah, my only
Yeah,
worry about
think
going on the
that's-
right side is just the attrition you take while running up that way. If they react quickly to it, it's like too exposed for me. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I think it would be a great idea if first Minnesota got on the right rocks up there to put pressure to bring a
On
company
point. Yeah.
to point, right? And if it's just like 53rd, I think
They could get by.
I think you push it out, right? You wipe that company and then you just hop on point.
Yeah, I would it'd be nice to see First Man take the other rock cluster.
CSA needs to get this clock running.
Okay, so Teach is saying that the entire team's gonna charge corn, and then First Min's gonna cap point. You guys think that's gonna work out?
I think if they keep their flags back, yeah, I think CSA just really needs to focus on not losing their flags, because if they're pushing the corn, they're not gonna win it like just doing it. But it's gonna be enough of a distraction to where First Minnesota can cap, and then possibly get on those rocks to harass them when they try to recap point. So I think it's a decent plan. I think you just have to have your flags back, and looks like they're going in.
Yep, all or nothing. Now, almost, I'd say maybe you'd have to like be able to coordinate for this. If you first sent First Man first, and maybe you kind of baited the enemies off the corner or got their attention, maybe it makes the charge in the corn better. But let's see what happens.
Looks like Teach is just gonna go for it though. Teach's
looks like IVB's reacting.
Yeah, IVB knows what's up. But now that force on the points coming in, so First Man might get the job up. They're large tonight, man. That's a lot of dudes.
53rd is still on the stone wall. They're still watching the point. Looks like First Minnesota.
They're going in.
Gonna start capping.
Oh, the team's CSA so spread out in the corn.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they're just sprinkling in. But this is what Ninth Corps likes to do. They like to get in the nitty gritty of it all.
It does look like First Minnesota is going to cap unless IVB gets there in time, but we'll see.
If they're quick on their feet, they should be able to, but they might still be just trying to like clean up. So it looks like nah. But they'll just instantly recap. I mean, they'll just recap right away though. That's the only thing I'd be worried about this.
If I was First Minnesota, I'd get on that
I'd run. I'd fucking run, dude. I'd be out of there right now, dude. Just get out of there.
Absolutely.
Luckily, they are.
Oh, and it looks like they're gonna do that. All right.
Yep.
Finally.
Pull back to those rocks back here.
Yeah, I'm telling you, these rocks are really good for just harassing the enemy on point. I really like them. I think it's a good idea to take them. Just stay there.
That's what I like using for small units. About 10 people use these rocks.
Absolutely. Garrisoning rocks with small companies is great.
Yeah, I used it in War Secession, and we did really well that day. Looks like IVB sending some people out to recap. Looks like first MN caused some disarray.
They actually
IVB, they
shot him out.
2 of them.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
actually shot him out from that range.
And now they're unable to cap.
Little odd, but that's alright. Here comes another cannon shot.
What I will say is the Union just kind of sitting here getting shot at already is not great. I think you just gotta either recap or try and push up. But I don't think sitting right there is gonna do you much good, especially since you're getting shot at by already.
Yeah.
Devastating shot.
Definitely recap.
I was wondering if they were the cannon was gonna go for the huge line or if they were gonna go for the tickets with these 4 guys out here. If I'm CSA, I'm pushing these guys off cap.
Yeah, it's a pretty weak force.
I would too, but
Or at least get first MN on point. Just shift them a little further on the right flank.
absolutely, yeah. I think the problem with first MN though is they don't have a flag, so if they commit to a fight, they're not gonna get respawns in.
Right.
It's risky
Well,
though, because they've only got 12 minutes, and that's really not that much time. Usually of how people play this event.
Union is getting off the point, so it'd be very easy for first Minnesota to go for a recap right now and then draw Union forces off the stone wall.
Like you
opening up
said,
the corn.
they don't have a flag, and I feel like if the entire Union team right there, they'll just get shredded. They can try. It's probably for the best, especially if they let it DK all the way.
Yeah, I think it's just to draw the Union forces. I mean, the cap zone is pretty big, so you can be all the way to that back tree right there, and just kind of crouch down and not take a whole lot of fire or suffer too many casualties. The Union has to push you.
Yeah.
In that position, or get on point. That's their 2 options, and the main idea is to get them off that stone wall so IVB can push up into the corn and take it, retake the stone wall.
I would agree with CSA having them all the way back here if they didn't have any flags, but they're killing time, and they should be trying to push these guys off, trying to get their flags. But I don't think they got numbers against 53rd and IVB.
Yeah, CSA is doing some planning on the right-hand side. They're trying to coordinate some kind of Sun Tzu tactic.
Pretty even tonight, 37, 40 players. Pretty even, pretty balanced. I would say in this position, the Union definitely has the advantage, but just the way they've been playing tonight.
Here comes CSA. CSA's going for the bait.
Yeah, looks like someone 9th Corps is with them as well.
Yeah, they got beefed up.
Looks like there's gonna be a push in the corn. I think this is a good idea to have a split attack to draw people onto the point, and then have them shift their focus over there, and then you just hit them from the corn, which is what's happening right now. Yeah,
it looks like Union though might just go for a freaking I don't know why I said that. What the hell? But they're going for an all or nothing charge.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. They're definitely gonna take some losses here, so we'll see.
With those guys in the
needs
back,
to brace up though. They need to brace up.
I don't foresee CSA winning this.
CSA's got a crew of guys. I think they're just
sitting on the wall as a reserve.
I
think this is pretty smart.
It looks like IVB will win that with
Yeah,
with a
they cleaned
heartbeat.
up easy. CQB and 4 for just a little too late.
Yeah, they're just too late. They needed to charge 30 seconds ago. Looks like they're gonna go ahead and get wiped here. The Union reinforcements.
Yeah,
Nice
they'll
job by Chief
fight.
holding on and being a rear guard. Would have really hurt the Union if the CSA took that stone wall. So good on Chief for protecting it.
Yeah, I mean, great job for IVB. Little poor on first MN and 9th Corps. Just kind of sitting here in concealment, but not really being able to see the enemy come right towards them. I think that really caught them off guard there. But they should have been able to see it.
Yeah, at this point, it's not looking good for CSA. 8 minutes on the clock. That's maybe 1-2 attacks left.
Like slightly less on tickets as well.
Yeah, they're behind on the tickets. I mean, if they do recap point, they're still not in a good position. They'll be engaged at 31:53. So
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
winning with time on low pop is, you know,
it's hard. Yeah, it's hard.
yeah, you're probably not going to win as defenders
Nice cannon
on time.
shot,
You're
though.
most likely just going to win on tickets. That's the idea. Either
Yeah,
that
if
or you
I'm
put them in your
CS
last 10.
Yeah. If I'm CSA, I'm pushing right and let Union come to me. Because that will help them regain some tickets, and if Union charges them all the way across the field and they hold, that would be a huge victory for CSA. But they won't gain much tickets back.
Yeah, 6 minutes. It's not looking good. I mean, if the CSA takes back point, then it's going to be really bad for the Union just because they should have won. So I'm hoping the CSA retakes with this fight, but we'll see.
I don't know, is CSA trying to prevent casualties, or are they trying to win? Point.
I think they're trying to win point. I don't think they're playing for the board game or anything.
The same thing's happening again. CQB in 4th West Virginia just sitting here with flag.
Yeah, they need to start mobilizing.
Unless Teach DK's setting up into a position so they can do a flanking maneuver, which is possible. I don't know if they have chat in like strat chat.
Yeah, if
No,
Ninth
I
Corps,
don't think
if Teach and Ninth Corps go in early, oh man, IVB's reacting to him. This is gonna be a fucking bloodbath. This is gonna be a massacre.
I don't know. They're
Actually, maybe
there
not with
before
the
them,
stream.
so
With the stream
we'll
of
see.
dudes coming in, maybe they get enough reinforcements.
Ah,
Let's
no,
see.
IVB's coming.
Yeah,
they're
it's
cooking them.
it's kind of a massacre right now.
Yeah. I mean, the split attack of you have to hit at the same time. You have to be very well coordinated.
4th West Virginia splitting off from
This was not well
CQB.
coordinated. I mean, 4th West Virginia might do some work if their officer can pistol.
Yeah, Bill hasn't been stabbed out yet, so I mean, that's really the thing in low pop.
Bill's kind of popping off. We'll see.
Is he still up? He's still up. He's getting stabbed out. Oh, he's still
Oh
up.
no, he's still up. It's obviously not enough, but you know, it's a good try by 4th West Virginia. They end up winning the left flank, but unfortunately, it's just him and Lightburn, and I unfortunately
They've got
think they're Ramboing
Canadian with them. Now I mean Canadian joining, but now they're Lightburn's running away Canadian.
Look at Canadian.
I'm gonna give Canadian the
I'm
break
giving my
on.
boy a warning.
I mean, if you
I'm
give him
giving
a
him a
warning, just let
warning.
him know it's you.
All right.
Yeah, if I'm CSA, I'm forgetting about the corn. It's
Yeah, I think that's
getting
a
too
trap at this
late.
point. Yeah. This is when I would go up in field.
Yeah. It's getting pretty dangerous.
This next attack is going to be the last one. So I hope they coordinate better.
Now the question is, does Union just sit on point, or do they let CSA go for point?
If I was Union, I'd sit on point, or I'd sit on corner until like they got like halfway to, well, not halfway to point, but when they start going like 2 point, that's when I'd go. But if they stay going through the corner, I'd want to be there on the wall.
I see how IVB is seeing them cut through the corn. Collector's standing on the highest point of rocks, and he's able to see bodies moving through the corn as they come down.
Yeah,
That's smart.
that natural slope. So if you take a couple steps back on the defilade, you can see them coming because they're coming down a pretty steep defilade as well. Especially if they got flags, it's really not that much concealment.
Yeah, in my opinion, I think CSA should just go right at this point and just hop on point and keep it a shootout. I mean, you got Artie on your side, so if the Union tries to contest you, they'll get blown up. So I think your best shot is to go on the right and just start a shootout.
I mean, they do have Artie, but it's undermanned, so it's gonna be how you.
Collector saw them.
Yeah, they're
Collector's moving
shifting.
left.
They're shifting.
The problem is they're not bringing their flag with, so it's going to be hard to maintain a shootout if you're getting shot down.
Ooh,
Another good cannon shot.
that'll cost them.
So far, I think all the Union tickets lost has been from that goddamn cannon.
IVB looks like they're going to try and contest CSA here.
CSA doesn't look like they're going
CSA's
for it.
Trickling in.
Yeah, they're trickling in. They're going high. That's giving Union time to react.
Absolutely. This trickle's not very good, but I think they're going to get set up long enough for reinforcements to arrive.
I think Union charging maybe was a mistake.
Yeah.
Oh man, if
They're
this is how they
losing.
lose point, that's gonna be embarrassing.
Well, they're not losing a lot.
We're definitely going to have to see some officer work from CSA.
Yeah.
See, our Union's down there, close range officer. They've got one up. It looks like this one actually might be
Union's kinda
CSA
trickling
winnable.
This charge in,
Yeah.
So I don't think they're going to win it.
They have one
Either.
officer in the fight right now.
This is exactly what you want. You want to go, get on point, let the enemy come to you. This is what I've been talking about the whole time.
Absolutely, yeah.
And that ticket on Union, ever since they let them come, CSA let Union come to them, it's paying off.
They actually did it. Look at that. I'm proud of them.
Absolutely.
That was Union's mistake. Union should have not charged out at them like that. They got
Looks like flags are going to get out
up.
barely. Chernobyl's chasing
Contest
down
over-
one guy. He's rambling for sure. This guy is.
Contest over point, great. But charging the enemy, probably not their best decision.
I'm gonna warn him. I'm gonna warn that Chernobyl guy.
Good job, CSA. But this is the ticket deficit they needed. But they need to get to corn because
Whoa.
I think IVB isn't getting any reloads or anything. Okay, it looks like they are now.
Yeah, if I was CSA, I'd charge out what's left of the Union team right there at that corner. I don't want them there. They've got their flags right there. Definitely kill them all.
I mean, if I was CSA, I would go for that corner and would grab it. I think you want to go for the corner instead of sitting on point. You can easily wipe that company, but
yeah,
you gotta go for the
CSA.
corner.
They're falling back.
No, they're not bold enough to take it.
They're probably trying to conserve tickets, which is while
They do
it's
have
a
a
good
ticket lead,
idea, it's
so,
just not.
yeah.
I don't think it's necessary yet for that. But
You're right, but at the same time, I think
Union would have lost more tickets if they
Long term, this
completely
is gonna
wiped
hurt.
this Union team. Yeah. Now Union's gonna
Now
line up on
you have
that
a
stone
sheet,
fence.
and you're in the middle of the open.
Union does have buck and ball fully, looks like practically. I'm sure CSA is also running. Yeah. You know, of how many people are being shredded this match at long range, it's kind of surprising when everyone's using buck and ball, but that's just laws of statistics, I suppose.
They're kind of crowded on this rock as well. Too many people kind of crowding it.
Yeah, that's the entire.
And then this one poor tree right here is getting very overcrowded. We'll see how it
Ooh.
works, but right now Union's volleying, which is
Big
actually
volley,
advantage
but
to CSA.
one casualty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem with volleying is it's only really effective if they're out in the open and kind of close together. Aside from that, volleying isn't too effective.
Yeah.
If they're kind of behind cover.
Even if round ball, I'd want to go disciplined independent at that range just for the. Like, that's when you want to volley, is when you're using inaccurate rifles, but just to with how the game is, I don't know.
If I'm Union right now, I wait till they're breaking to
And then take
even
point.
attempt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got
I
29
think
minutes to
that's
do
what
so.
they're.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what they're doing.
Union has plenty of time, by the way. 30 minutes. I mean, obviously not going to lose on time.
Nah, I think CSA is doomed.
But let's see what this cannon guy can do with 29 minutes.
Yeah, 29 minutes. Yeah, this.
Oh,
the cannon guy cook. Let him
he's
cook.
on the big one right now. He's on the big cannon. Looks like it's going to be a little too far right and a little low. Yeah.
Yep.
That would have been
Just short.
good.
He's been on point all day.
Yeah, he just hopped onto a brass cannon. He was on the what the 8-pounder. I don't remember which one it is.
He's short by 5 yards, or else that would have been devastating.
Would have hurt for sure.
Just imagine if they had like 3 artillery guns.
If they had 3 guys on artillery and officers spotting him too.
It'd be brutal. That's how you win. I think that's how you probably win low pop this map. If you lose point as CSA, you just have artillery.
That's your go-to, right? You just shoot them on that stone wall with Artie. You're just like, okay, try to shoot me from here.
You know, if I'm IVB, and I think they got buck and ball, I would just do a wide flanking maneuver, get to the top of the hill, and just start going at it on EB and 9th Corps from these rocks.
I mean, yeah, you could even right now, you could send up like EB by themselves, and they'd probably suicide enough tickets to get them in the breaking if they're lucky. Especially if that low force on the left there. CSA has to know the second they go breaking, they're going to get collapsed on.
Oh yeah. IVB leading the way, probably.
One thing I don't like about CSA right now is I think they're just playing way too like pushed up, even from here. I think that them being on point right now is just allowing them to get shot up. I think you gotta pull it back up the hill and then wait for Union to try to recap and then weaken their forces when they try to recap, and then push the point and recap it again.
This is interesting. I'm watching a CSA flag getting waved on the ground.
Have you noticed that one of the CSA flags on this map is really small compared to all the other CSA flags? Holy shit, I just saw a guy's volley get launched. Yeah, the flag.
So it looks like CSA is finally listening to me for some reason. I think they like just heard me.
I think you're like ghosting for him, bro. I don't know if you can come back next week.
I'm ghosting right now, yeah. But yeah, it seems like they're pulling back or maybe going into corn. But finally,
I don't necessarily
overcrowd those rocks.
I don't necessarily agree with what CQB's doing. They're borderline breaking, and
they're leaving.
Union gets quite a few more volleys in. That extra manpower is not going to be there for them.
Yeah, it's not gonna go well. Look, Union's already moving right now. They're probably gonna be committed to all or nothing in a second.
Suicide charge, yeah.
Yeah, I think you needed to leave as a team there, not as a unit.
Well, what's CQB
So-
like? At best, they're gonna flank left side him from the back, maybe take twice their numbers. But if they're not there when the fight happens, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we'll see.
IVB doing exactly what I said they should do.
Pressure.
Head over to these rocks and make EB pull back. Now
Looks
they
like-
have these rocks completely overcrowded. But
Yeah,
CQB
completely
did leave.
overcrowded rocks, surrounded on all sides. Now all Union needs to do is push up.
Yeah, if Union had Artie on this map, that would be devastating.
If I was Union right now, I'd make a huge push towards point and just put them in a breaking and then cap it. I think that's what you got to do here as Union to win. I mean, you already have the advantage right now.
Yeah.
I think that's what you got to do.
They're catching up on tickets.
Kevin's definitely gonna have to hit some pretty nice shots here, so we'll see.
He's been.
Oh, yep, Union making point.
I've been watching him. He's doing all right. He's sitting a little bit low lately, but he's still doing his job. There's the suicide charge to point.
It would be helpful if he had some help.
Yeah, if he had like a loader, dude, did twice as
Looks
fast
like IVB is
fire.
doing what I told them they should do.
Yeah, they're gonna
Off
suicide
point.
out. They're gonna get enough tickets. It's gonna go breaking. They're gonna already be capping. It's not looking good.
Not looking great, yeah, for sure.
If I'm
I think,
CSA, I'm just sitting on those rocks, and it just
Union just
sitting
volleyed.
there.
IVB just volleyed. I don't know if they're gonna take.
If I was CSA, I might charge those guys out of point, and that's probably gonna force Union to charge you in return. But if you kill that little pocket out there, maybe. CSA
Yeah,
Could
if I'm
happen.
CSA,
Yeah.
so my opinion, CSA, I'm just hiding behind a rock. I'm just letting them cap, because that point is way too big, and IVB's right in the middle of it.
Oh, imagine
gonna
they
cap
cap you.
before they
I don't know if they will, but
think.
imagine if they
We'll see.
do. Imagine if they did. You know how depressing that would be.
No.
CQB is falling back.
They're doing a pretty good job of that, I'll say. Oh no. Okay, so they got to rush to point now. CSA needs
It's
to rush.
not good. Yeah, and CQB fell back, so they're gonna be late to the party.
No, it looks like CQB's coming right back.
And IVB's
Yeah.
going in. Everyone's going in.
It's
I think Union wins this. Oh, but Artie
yeah.
just hit a good shot. We'll see.
It's not looking good. Let's see if CSA has enough of their ammo to shoot them out. They have officers. They have two officers up.
Their flag is really in the front. I mean, flags are close to
It's
each other.
morale,
Can't be,
man.
like,
It's for
10 yards
morale.
apart.
It's morale.
I don't know.
It's yeah. They
And
cap point.
Union
It's over.
wins.
They didn't even.
CQB just too
Hey.
spread out right there.
Oh well.
Yeah, Union just had enough men. That's what won them the game. Just really well done by the Union. CSA just, I don't know. I don't know what was going on tonight. I've never seen this strat used before.
Yeah, definitely. I think their main problem was spreading it out in the beginning. Once they started clumping up together, I think that's when they started to win a lot more. But at the same time, I think them splitting off again was definitely their biggest weakness. I think they got to stop splitting off.
Especially with a large unit like IVB.
Definitely.
Because they can pick them off one by one.
I mean,
Alright.
you just have to be a lot more coordinated than that.
That is gonna bring an end to round one. So that's gonna be the end of this, and we will see you in the next round.